alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Adam Stanheight from the Saw franchise and talking about whether sawx proved the theory that Adam is still alive in the Saw universe right. If you have not seen sawx and do not want to be spoiled on this film, turn back now as this video may contain spoilers. But if you have seen sawx, please give this video a like. It definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm a ton. If you happen to be a new viewer coming across this channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. So going into sawx, one of my big hopes and theories going into the film was that we were going to get revealed that Adam Stanheight, one half of our original test subjects from the original film, we were going to get revealed that he is actually alive and well in the Saw universe. I was hoping for some type of epic ending, maybe revealing that, he got up from the bathroom, John helped him out in some type of way. So many, ways you can go about that situation, especially given that we got the bathroom trap scene back in sawx. And though we did get the bathroom trap scene, I did not get the epic, ending maybe I was looking for in terms of revealing Adam was alive. But that does not mean that in sawx they did not reveal that Adam is actually still alive in this timeline of the Saw franchise. So let's dig into some of the key pieces of evidence that I caught that proves sawx proves Adam Stanheight to be alive and well in the Saw universe. Coming in at number 3 for me would have to be the fact that in sawx we do not get photos on our test subjects. This is something that has been a staple in the Saw franchise ever since Saw 4. Now, we know for a fact that in Saw 1, Adam was a photographer. He was the one taking photos of Dr. Lawrence Gordon for Detective Tapp. As well as if you look real closely in his developing room, you can see he was also taking pictures, possibly watching others as well. In Saw 2, we do see photos of our test subjects, but they come in the form of prison mugshots. It's not like a photographer went around watching them for John Kramer taking photos. And in Saw 3, there is no photos of our test subjects at all. However, in Saw 4, when you see Rick going through his games, you start to see the test subjects have photos of themselves that were obviously taken by somebody. Now, what's really interesting about this, and I've even talked about it in previous videos, is the fact that these type of photos look very similar to the type of photos that Adam was developing in his developing room in the original Saw film. And this is a trend that will continue to happen all the way into the 7th film of the franchise, Saw 3D, Saw the Final Chapter, however you prefer to title that film. Now, where sawx comes into play is that it fits into this original timeline of the first 7 movies. Jigsaw and Spiral do not. But what's even more important is that in 3 films, Saw 2, Saw 3, and now Saw 10, sawx, we do not see photos of the test subjects being played. Why that is important is because in those 3 movies, Adam is supposed to be locked away in the bathroom trap scene. However, if you believe, like I believe, that somehow John Kramer intervened in Amanda trying to kill Adam, you gotta remember, she thought she killed Eric Matthews and that turned out not to be the case. What if she thought she killed Adam, that did not happen, or John, towards the tail end of her trying to kill Adam, intervened and gave Adam a second chance, which would explain why we started to see the style of photos that Adam took in the first one start showing up in 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what if John, much like he did to Dr. Gordon, gave Adam a second chance at redemption, and thus behold, Adam became a secret alias and accomplice to Jigsaw John Kramer to keep his work going after he died. We also had to take into account that with Mark Hoffman and Amanda Young being accomplices of Jigsaw, they had a lot on their plate. Not only did they have to abduct the test subjects, Amanda had to take care of John, build traps with him. The same goes for Detective Mark Hoffman. He had to help abduct people, worry about being a cop, as well as helping John Kramer build traps. So how much time would they really have to go out there and take photos of the test subjects? And this is another thing about Amanda Young. The photos of the test subjects didn't start coming up until after she was dead, leading all that stuff and all that time to be consumed by Mark Hoffman. Now, you can throw Jill Tuck in there if you want to, but you also have to keep in mind she was running the clinic, so she wouldn't have had no time to be out there taking photos of test subjects. In my opinion, the fact that in Saw 2, Saw 3, and now Saw X don't show any photos of the test subjects only proves to me that from Saw 4 all the way till Saw 7, it could only have been one person to take those photos on behalf of John Kramer, and that is Adam Stanheidt. Coming in at number 2 would be Saw X's timeline as well as Adam's body. Now, we are all well aware that Saw X took place in between the events of Saw 1 and Saw 2. However, it is actually a lot more closer to 1 than it is to 2, as if you look at this sketch that John Kramer is drawing up for a new trap, you see the date say 11/7. We are all well aware that the bathroom trap game between Adam and Dr. Gordon took place in October of 2004, meaning the Mexico game only took place a few short weeks after the bathroom trap game. Hence is why we get the bathroom trap in the post-credit scene of the film. What's even more indicative of this is the fact of Adam's body itself in that post-credit scene in Saw X. When you look at Adam's body, it looks fairly fresh. Yes, he's banged up, and rightfully so, he had been through hell, but he is fairly fresh. He is not badly decomposed, as you see here in this shot from Saw 2, further proving that the events that took place in Mexico and Saw 1 were more closer together than Saw 2 was to the events of Mexico, being that Adam's body would have had to been there some time for that body to badly decompose that way that you see it in Saw 2. This all leads me into my number 1 reason why Saw X proved to me that Adam Stanheidt is still alive. And the number 1 thing in Saw X that proved to me Adam Stanheidt is still alive is the fact that you do not see any plastic wrapping around his face. In Saw 3, we know for a fact that Amanda used plastic wrapping to suffocate Adam until he died. However, in the post-credit scene in the bathroom trap in Saw X, you do not see this plastic wrapping around his face. Even in Saw 2, with his badly decomposed body, you've seen some of this plastic wrap ingrained on his head, which further indicates that the post-credit scene in the bathroom trap took place before Amanda went back to that bathroom to kill Adam, further indicating that Adam Stanheidt is still alive. Because you got to remember, when Amanda did go in there to finish the job, he was still alive in that scene. I know there are some fans in the fandom that don't agree with this theory. They do truly believe that Amanda Young killed Adam Stanheidt back in Saw 3 based on what we were shown. And hey, that is your opinion. I respect it full-heartedly. However, I am one of those few, as you can see, in the fandom that don't believe Adam Stanheidt is dead. I believe there are multiple ways you can retcon his death scene if that's the direction you wanted to go, or at least prove that he was never dead to begin with, which is what I like to believe, that he never was killed by Amanda Young. But one of the ways you can retcon his death scene is by placing one of these bodies that we see in the bathroom trap scene and swapping Adam's body out with one of those and revealing that he was never really dead. The reason why I bring that up is because we have Xavier's body, we have Zepp's body, we have Tap's body somewhere out in the hallway. Now, Henry Kessler from Saw X that you see in the post-credit scene, he can't count, even though it does seem like his game is being played in the bathroom trap scene. He doesn't necessarily count because he has a bald head. Whoever is chained to that pipe has to have some hair. As you see in Saw 2, it did seem like they had some hair left, even though it was deteriorated. However, my point is that there are multiple bodies that you could switch Adam's body out with and make him be alive and bring that character back in the Saw franchise, in my opinion. Okay, everyone, those are my 3 reasons why I believe Saw X proved that Adam Stanheidt is still alive in the Saw franchise, but I want to hear from you all. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this theory based on the clues I talked about here in this video. Do you believe that Saw X proved that Adam Stanheidt could potentially be alive in the Saw franchise and could be reintroduced in further Saw sequels? Or do you think this is just a pipe dream theory and that we will never see Adam Stanheidt show up in the Saw franchise again? Hit the comment comment section. I would love to hear from you all. Once again, this is I Shop 6 Times YouTube Horror Movie channel. I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.